Welcome back, folks. Remember how we decided to take our big dog to obedience school? Well, here's a twist. Turns out we were the ones who needed the obedience training, not the dog. You see, most dogs that behave badly have been conditioned to do so by their owners, either through ignorance or inconsistency. And guess what? Humans aren't that different. Take this for instance. If you give your dog a treat when it misbehaves, say, pees on the carpet, it's going to keep doing it because it's been rewarded for it. Now, translate this to human behavior. There's this type of person we call the nice guy. They often reinforce their partner's undesirable behaviors, thinking they're smoothing things over. But here's the catch. By trying to fix problems or make things better, they're actually encouraging those very behaviors they want to eliminate. Ironically, nice guys, who crave smooth and problem-free relationships, end up reinforcing the very behaviors they wish to eliminate. Let's dive into Joe's story, a classic example of this paradox. Joe's wife often came home seething silently, her day marred by workplace strife. It bothered Joe to see his wife in this state, and to alleviate his anxiety, he'd ask her what was wrong. After a little encouragement, she'd vent, pouring out her frustrations for hours, while Joe listened, offering advice and hoping to lift her mood. It was Joe's short-term solution to a long-term problem. Each time he engaged in this way, he unknowingly reinforced a behavior he found undesirable. He was, in essence, giving a treat to a dog for peeing on the carpet. His actions, driven by his desire to fix the situation, were actually fueling the very behavior he wanted to eliminate. Over time, Joe began to feel victimized by his wife's moods. He was blind to the fact that his actions were contributing to the very situation he found distressing. It wasn't until his men's group, Nice Guys Finish Wise, pointed out his role in perpetuating his wife's behavior that he saw things differently. Stepping away from his usual approach, the next time his wife came home in a sullen mood, Joe remained silent. He endured the deafening silence, the anxiety, resisting the urge to intervene and fix his wife's mood. It was a challenging night, but it marked the beginning of a change. Joe, like many nice guys, felt like a victim to his wife's behavior, oblivious to the fact that he was responsible for perpetuating a behavior he found undesirable. But the story does not end there. Joe chose a different route. Instead of engaging with his wife's silent fury, he held his tongue, despite his anxiety screaming at him to fix things. The silence was deafening, but he persevered. It was tough, it was uncomfortable, but he hoped it would lead to change. Then, something remarkable happened. His wife's mood shifted. That evening, it seemed as if a miracle had occurred. Joe's wife came home from work in a good mood and asked Joe if he wanted to go for a walk.